Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out True Off My Chest. Story 1. I made a mistake and I feel awful. English isn't my first language. I'm just a teen, so I can't support my mom who's slowly reaching 50s. About 4 hours ago, I missed a call that was for a potential employer for my mother. She was tired the whole day and asked me to look out for the call, which I obviously neglected, opting to play on our other cheap device and not pay any attention to the phone we would be receiving the call from. I feel awful just thinking about it. It's been a rough 3 months, and this was a mistake I fear cannot be remedied. The company is big, so I don't think they'll call her back. I tried calling about 3 or 4 times and no answer. Anyways, just wanted to vent. I feel horrible, thanks for listening. Story 2. Birthday bullshit. Just felt a need to get this off my chest a bit. I know it's stupid and getting older birthdays aren't a big deal, but I have always loved celebrating myself and having people tell me happy birthday. Anyway, I try to keep up with all my friends' birthdays and I can't remember the last time I had to tell someone happy belated birthday. So my birthday was Sunday and I honestly had a great day despite having to work. But of the people I call my closest friends, like 4 people wished me a happy birthday. Family, in-laws, co-workers excluded. My best friend / bridesmaid in my wedding in August only wished me a happy birthday after I said something about being old when she sent me a barrage of memes and reels. My friend group chat, no one said anything until I made a post thanking all the Facebook people for the birthday wishes. Like 10 people in the chat and not a single one said anything until the next night, and then they all said happy belated birthday. It's just so annoying. Like, we have another friend in the chat and her birthday is 9 days before mine and we all chimed in for her birthday, on the actual day no less. Be the first to comment. Nobody's responded to this post yet. Add your thoughts and get the conversation going. Story 3. I make $150 a year and only work 10 hours per week. On rare occasions it's 60+ hours, but most weeks, I work 10 to 15 hours. My boss knows that sometimes there isn't enough work for a full 40 hours, but she has no idea just how much free time I actually have. Some days I don't get out of bed until 11 a.m. Everyone else is under the impression that I'm working all the time because I put in a few hours on the weekends. While I haven't lied to anyone, no one knows how little I actually work. While some of my skills are specialized, my labor is not worth $288/HR. It feels like wage theft. Story 4. Life is not what it seems. I have a good life on the outside, currently taking a fully funded part-time PhD, engaged with a loving fiancé and on track to be employed in a large cooperation. Life seems to be good for me, but I feel really empty inside. I have been slacking at work / research for the past 6 months and have no energy or motivation to do anything. I feel so tired and just want to crochet all day and do nothing else. When some problem arises at work or just anywhere in general, I have this inner voice that keeps telling me I want to die repeatedly. Nobody knows how I truly feel, not even my fiancé. I think deep down, I feel truly undeserving of all the good things that happen to me. I am generally cheerful and talkative at work / with my friends, but when I am alone, I just cry and crochet and do nothing while feeling worthless all day. I know I should be doing work and I want to. But I just can't start. Story 5. I live with parents, and I feel shame for it. As title says, I feel some social stigma about this. I have loving but poor parents. The fact is they are too ill to get a job but fall through system of social help. Mother is without any chance to get a job. Dad could, but when he tried it last time, it worsened his health a lot. One of conditions of his illness is that when he needs to stop and rest, he should stop and rest. But when in work he need to suppress this and work until shift ends. And if he could do this and send his health to hell, his wage would be so low, so he will need still go into social help bureaus to get some money, and because whole society is paranoid about social help abusers, social help workers not only bully people asking for help, they try to get them into conditions they can't fulfill because that workers get extra money for refused people. So I live with them and give them all my money to ensure they won't need to go there and get this shit. I can do my laundry and cook some easy meals, but we have a deal. When they cook for me, they less likely refuse my help, so I am okay they do some of these jobs, especially cooking, dish, and laundry. I sometimes help with cooking, I mostly participate on cleaning an apartment and doing all buying and things outside, and go to work. I hope I will buy them a little flat one day and I could afford sending them enough money to keep them safe. But I can't, we went through hard situation of not having anything, because of their sudden complete loss of health. I am 28 years old, have kinda good job, but most of my money save for future and spend for them. I am okay with this personally, but I feel some stigma. Co-workers always ask if I live alone, friends wanna have parties, I avoid dating because I feel shame. I would have my personal flat and be able to do anything I want, but I can't. I can leave and live alone, but I don't want. They would survive some time like this, but this live would be hell and only one way how to help them right now is be here and can afford to pay for everyone here. I don't feel myself like a mommy's boy who is 30 years old and 24/7 drinks cola and plays video games. I have a good job, for our poor region quite good salary. My studies are blown up, because I need to keep a job and keep it secret, and I couldn't handle all terms and exams like that. But never mind, self-studying right now and later second try. I feel pretty grown up and responsible, although mom still cooks dinners for me. But firstly I don't want to do my laundry at the public, so I don't plan to make excursions into my private life. And only keeping people away from me can keep this fact secret. Every time I say I live with parents, I get same commentaries like haha mommy boy and I am pretty sure you only play video games. Not mentioning how much shame I feel in front of women with this. I can talk with people, although I am diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder, but when they discover I live with parents, I feel incredible shame and want to run away, because I am stigmatized. Story 6. Wife's prank went horribly wrong. Now I'm unsure of what to do next. My wife 32F and I 33M have been running a YouTube channel together for the past 3 years. Our content primarily revolves around pranks and vlogs, attracting a significant viewership ranging from 100k to 500k views per video. When we embarked on this journey, we made a firm agreement, a set of rules, to ensure that our pranks remained within the boundaries of respect and light-hearted fun. These rules specifically excluded pranks involving cheating, death, divorce, and pregnancy. They were meant to protect our relationship and maintain the authenticity of our content. For 3 years, we adhered to this agreement without any issues. Our channel thrived, and we felt proud of the content we were creating. We enjoyed the support of our dedicated fan base and believed we were striking the right balance between entertaining our viewers and preserving the integrity of our relationship. However, everything changed in an instant. One day, I returned home from work earlier than usual, completely unaware of the heartbreaking scene that awaited me. As I entered our home, I was confronted with a sight that shook me to my core. My wife and another man were cuddling on our couch, their intimacy undeniable. Shock and disbelief coursed through my veins as I tried to process what I was witnessing. Caught off guard, my wife and the other man scrambled to their feet, panic etched across their faces. In a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, my wife insisted that the man was just a friend and questioned why I had returned home early. But my instincts told me otherwise, and anger began to swell within me. In a fit of anger, I grabbed a nearby vase and smashed it against the wall, an outward expression of my inner turmoil. I then tried to psychically attack the man, but my wife managed to get in between us before I'd done anything to him and revealed that it was all a prank. She presented me with the camera recording, showing that the entire ordeal had been staged for our YouTube channel. To my disbelief, even our friends emerged from a nearby room, cameras in hand, capturing my reaction. My anger transformed into a mixture of relief and frustration as I tried to process the reality of the situation. Feeling deceived and hurt, I stormed out of the house, my wife trailing behind me, begging for an opportunity to explain herself. I couldn't bear the weight of the betrayal. Before I drove off, I confronted my wife once more, reminding her of our agreement to never engage in pranks involving cheating. Her response, filled with hesitation, revealed that she had carried out the prank in an attempt to appease the demands of our viewers and increase our channel's viewership. I drove off and I'm now staying at a hotel. I have blocked my wife and those involved in the prank, as they kept spamming me to come back and talk it out. I feel so hurt and betrayed, I'm unsure of what else to do now. I don't feel ready to tell anyone else that wasn't involved about the incident yet, which is why I decided to come into here. Anyways, thank you for taking the time to read this. Story 7. I'm so in love. I see a lot of negative posts on here. I'm not gonna complain about it. We all deserve a place to vent our feelings, no matter what they are. It's a hard world out here. A lot of us are experiencing the hard parts right now. But I just wanted to say how in love I am. I'm autistic, and I find that whenever I try to express these feelings to my boyfriend, my body shuts down. But I have to tell someone. Anyone. Maybe everyone. I am so in love with this man. He's always there for me. Even when I'm hard to be there for. He's always kind, and quick to understand, and he takes accountability for his actions and never places them on me when he does something wrong. That isn't often though. Most of the time, he does everything right just by existing. He was there for me and my child in the hardest part of our lives from the minute we started dating. And over a year later, he's still here. I don't know what I did to deserve such a genuine, kind man. A person I can laugh with, live with, love with. And even a person to cry with. His family has accepted me as their own. He has accepted me as I am, and as I grow. I remember him pulling me in with his shirt for a kiss but giving me a hug instead because he was so scared to push me too far at the park like it was yesterday. It was the best summer of my life, and each season gets sweeter. For everyone going through a hard time, it does get better. Even if you don't find your person. The first step is just making choices for you. And even if no one else believes in you, I do. I was in your shoes once. And now, I'm in love. I have a job that I've kept for over a year. I have a beautiful toddler. A wonderful boyfriend. I know how hard it is to push on. But I believe in you. Story 8. If nothing matters in the end, why even bother trying? It's been a year since this thought has popped in my head. It has festered so much that over time, I just lost interest in doing anything for that matter, even the tiniest of things. I have been forcing myself to do things and I plan on continuing that, but there's no motivation behind it. I feel that we are just a minuscule part of the nature that is running its course. What you do with the time you have is irrelevant. Why? Because you are going to die. I'd rather be motivated in understanding the universe, and the why behind it all than be stuck in the man-made norms. The things I love now feels like a chore because, hell, it feels like it doesn't matter. Who cares if you have finished reading 20 books last month? Oh, because you have gained knowledge of some sort? Okay, how is it even gonna matter if the end? I apologize if I've hurt anyone's feelings on here, but if possible, just help me out. Prove me wrong somehow. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.